Here's your evidence.
Jump.
Welcome to Ms. Comics TV, and today we're looking at the top 10 moments from Venom 2018. This includes the powers, fights and humor scenes. So without any delay, let's start. Number 10, Eddie first encounter with Venom. After Eddie Brock went to Drake's lab in order to get the information of what's been going there, Eddie found Maria, one of the people he knew, and she was locked in a lab. Maria asked for help from Eddie to let her out, so Eddie decided to broke her out, and that's when the symbiote shift from Maria to Eddie. Eddie starts to run from the security guards, and that's when he starts doing things which he didn't understand how he was doing them. While running, he tries climb the fence, but he just went through it. Then he broke a huge tree which was lying down. While all this happening, Eddie seems to have no idea what he was doing anymore. And when the guards were about to catch him, Eddie climbed a long tree very fast. Number 9, Eddie sees Venom for the first time.
Eddie.
After returning home, Eddie seems to be very hungry and thirsty, and he was drinking and eating roughly, but all this was Venom's cause. Eddie even went to eat a dustbin chicken, and this causes Eddie to puke. After that, Eddie decided to brush his teeth, and that's when Eddie sees Venom for the first time, and made him faint.
Eddie.
Number 8, Venom helps Mrs. Chen.
In fact, you go anywhere in the city, prey on innocent people, and we will find you.
While in the supermarket, Eddie sees a guy who always robs Mrs. Chen and threatens her with a gun. That's when Venom asks Eddie if that is the bad guy. Eddie tells him yes, so Venom takes on the body and confronts him with the scariest threat. The threat even makes the guy to ask, "What are you?" After threatening the guy, Venom decides to kill him as he changes his decision of sparing the guy.
On second thought,
Please.
Number 7, She Venom moment.
I'm bleeding gum.
After Eddie being told that the parasite is killing him, and decides to open the scanner which produces sound, and the symbiote was out of Eddie's body. But the symbiote manages to escape and finds Anne, and we see She Venom for the first time, who went to rescue Eddie, who was about to be killed with Drake's men. After rescuing Eddie, the symbiote returns to Eddie and tells Eddie that they have to go and stop Riot, who is their leader.
Riot is what you would call a team leader. He has an arsenal of weapons.
Because of the danger, Venom doesn't want Anne to be involved.
Yeah, I can fight ugly.
Not today.
Number 6, The Loud Neighbor.
In which case, it's no longer.
Eddie's neighbor is a headache. He always put his music in loud sound, and this annoys Eddie. Fortunately, Venom also hates sound. So when the neighbor put a loud sound, Eddie went to confront him, but this time Venom helps to make the neighbor understand.
Really hard time. Whatever.
Number 5, Venom kills Riot.
Raider, have a nice life.
After a huge fight between Venom and Riot, Venom was removed from Eddie's body and leaves Eddie without guard. And this was about to cause the death of Eddie after being stabbed by Riot.
You are nothing.
Fortunately, Venom came to the rescue once again and make Eddie alive again. After reunited once again, Venom uses Riot's knife to wreck the rocket, and this causes the rocket to explode. Venom even wishes Riot a happy life.
Raider, have a nice life.
Number 4, Eddie against the bad guys. After confronting the neighbor about the sound, Drake's men came to take the symbiote from Eddie. For Eddie, he didn't know about Venom's power and how they work, and this makes Eddie and Venom to start arguing.
I'm putting my hands up.
You are making us mad.
No, I am not.
Seconds later, a fight happened between Eddie and Drax's henchmen, even though Venom was the one doing all actions. This makes Eddie to ask what was that thing that hits Drake's henchmen, and Venom replied that it's not what, it's who.
What is that?
Not what. Who?
Number 3, Eddie eats a lobster.
God, Eddie, not this. It is, and I have proof.
After Eddie manages to enter Carlton Drake's lab and gathering the evidence on what happens in the lab, Eddie went to meet Ann and Dan, but at this time Venom was disturbing Eddie for food. And Eddie didn't seem to understand what's happening to him, and that's when Eddie claims to be hot and entering in the lobster's tank, and what happens next? He eats the lobster. This scene was funny, and credits to Tom Hardy on his acting level. Number 2, Venom saves Eddie. After a long chase between Eddie and Drake's henchmen, and Venom helps Eddie in many ways, but also when Eddie seems to lose hope, Venom encourages him and tells him they are not going to die.
I am going to die!
You're not going to die!
This scene in the movie is what makes us start to focus on the movie, because we knew from there great moments are coming. So while Eddie seems to enjoy the way Venom helps him, he was knocked out by a car and he was injured badly with broken bones. That's when we see Venom in full for the first time in the movie.
Eyes, lungs, pancreas. So many snacks, so little time.
Number 1, Venom against SWAT team.
On the ground now!
This was one of my favorite scenes in the movie and it gives me goosebumps. Credits to the editors to make the scene awesome and enjoyable to watch.
You're away. Mask!
Copy!
And all this is because Venom is trying to protect his host Eddie, as he is the only one who manages to keep the symbiote. Even Venom tells Eddie, if you die, I die. The fight was about to end with one officer being bitten's head off by Venom, until N appears and Venom returns in Eddie's body.
Eddie, wait!
What the hell is
That's
that?
not me!
There are a lot of amazing moments in the movie, but these are my favorites. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And that's it for today lads, see you next time.